Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really trying hard not to speak really loudly because you know I'm excited, and you know why I'm excited, don't you? That's right, because I've got my new Charlotte Tilbury. I've got my new Charlotte Tilbury. New Charlotte Tilbury. I've got my new Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah. Anyway, so I am going to put on and follow one of her recent tutorials and use all the products that she uses to put on these new items. Okay, so I've put on my magic cream, I've done my eye cream, and I've put on my sunscreen, and I'm now going to do what she suggests you use. It's when you click on her new items, it says we suggest you use Brightening Youth Glow. So I'm going to use some Brightening Youth Glow today, and I will be quiet while I'm putting it on because then we can skip through it. Okay, now for the next product. Ali, don't put me on your face. Clean me, clean me. I'm in desperate need of a clean. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury brush. I'll be right back. Yay! Okay, I haven't gone balmy, but you guys say I make you laugh. And how many times have I told you not to encourage me? Right, so first rule, don't say I make you laugh. And second rule, don't say that Tom Ford makeup looks good on me, okay? Right, I am mixing Light Wonder shade 6 and Light Wonder shade 8, and you have to give them a good shake, okay? Because if not, you don't get all the goodness out of them and they just kind of split. Got lots of nice things that make your skin glow. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I want to put another layer of this on, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix number 6 with her filter, flawless filter. All right, I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to do my normal trick, which is to mix Retoucher in shade 3 and the Mini Miracle Eye Wand in shade 2. Great trick that they showed me when I went to the Charlotte Tilbury shop in Covent Garden. So I just put some on the back of my hand, some Retoucher, some Mini Miracle Eye Wand. So just mix that on the back of my hand like that. Okay, and then what I'll do before I put that on is just put a little bit of this serum on. Now I find that this actually applies really well if you put it on with your fingers. Okay, I've got a little bit left, so I'm just going to use a little bit down the centre of my nose, anywhere where I want to kind of highlight, and actually where that pigmentation is there, just to give that a cover up, like that. Okay, and just along that cheekbone. on to the next step. So I'm now going to use Airbrush Flawless Filter. To just set down my face here. Okay, so now I'm going to follow what Charlotte has said in her tutorial. Well, she doesn't actually speak in this one. She's got a lot of her recent ones, I've noticed. She doesn't speak, she just runs through it and the thing comes up on the screen. She's probably had word, you know, that I've been following her tutorials and she's fed up of me. I'm not that big-headed that I think that she watches my videos. Right, so I'm using medium to dark. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand, okay? Now, there's a lot of fair people on here use the light to medium. It is quite dark, but I'm feeling brave today, okay? So from here, follow your cheekbone, and mine is about there, okay? And blend. Okay, now you probably saw when I speeded that up that where you get lines you can always start to blend in with your fingers, and probably joking apart, this actually needs a thorough clean, not just a wipe. So yes, the highlighter shade up here. Now, she doesn't do this in her video, but what I want to do next is to contour my nose. Now, if I go round with this, I always mess it up. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the end of a Hollywood contour brush with just the remnants of what, don't squeeze any more out to do this, and check it on the back of your hand, and then I'm going to do it like that. And that seems to work better. I've been experimenting with how to get this a little bit better. Okay, and if you want the appearance of a bit of a button nose, you just very subtly put a bit of contour across the middle there. That's, I think, where this highlight in the tip of your nose came from, but I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so we're now coming close to the new products, but not quite. Hold on a second. Okay, so when my other half went and got me a voucher for my birthday, there was a Hollywood Flawless filter in shade 3. And I used the one I've got in 5 yesterday to do this, and it just didn't look right. And shade 4 doesn't look right. It just looks completely the wrong undertone for me. So anyway, but 3, even though it says light to medium, it's a bit like this whole, I won't go into it, but shade 5 actually has a better undertone for me, but it's too light. So anyway, this is what she does with the Flawless filter, is she dabs it a little bit where she's put the highlighter, and she does this afterwards. And I think this is to do with the blush, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I think there's a very good reason she does this. And then she just puts a little bit on the forehead. This actually looks right for me, shade number 3, and I've got shade 5. Come on, Tilbury people, send me something. Send me shade 3. I'm going to be bankrupt if I buy another thing. No, I'm not quite. But... Right, so just going over those high points again. Okay. Now to the new products. I'll be right back. I'm going to skip to the bit that you've been waiting for, because I'll do my eyes afterwards. You've seen Transform Eyes. You've seen Exaggerize. So let's skip to the new products. So I got all her products because I wanted to show you them, as I said. And so I got this Pretty Youth Glow filter and cheek hug brush. Okay, now you can buy it on its own, the filter, which looks like this. You can buy it on its own for £30, or you can buy it in a set with the brush for £45. Now I ummed and ahed about whether I needed 2 brushes. And originally I put in the basket one of the sets and then the other blush. And then I thought, I don't know, because it looked quite a good brush. And I'm really glad that I did now, because for an extra 15 quid, you can't buy this brush separately. I'm not sure why she's not doing that. You have to buy it with the blush. And it's a really good brush. It's really good quality. For £15, I think it's really worth it. And I just think the last 2 brushes that she's come out with, I'm not saying her original ones weren't good. They were, but they weren't anything special. Whereas the last 2, that one that I've just used to put my foundation on, which I've now lost, but you know the one that I mean, the one that needed to be cleaned. That one is really good, and I use it a lot, and it doesn't molt. Some of her old ones used to molt, and this is the same. It's really good. It's really densely packed. It's a lovely shape for getting round your cheekbone, and I just think that's well worth the extra 15 quid. And if you and ah and don't get the set, then you can't buy it separately. Don't know why she's done that. Probably to make you buy the set. Anyway, so that is the brush that it comes with, and then you get the blush. So I'm going to just show you the 2 colours. This one is called Pretty Fresh. Okay. And then I will show you the other one. 1 second. And this one looks like that. So let me just hold them both up together so that you can see them together. Okay. So Seduced Blush is below and Pretty Fresh is above. So Pretty Fresh is actually darker than Seduced Blush, which is, I thought it'd be the other way around, but it's definitely that way around. So Seduce Blush is lighter and probably better suited for fairer skins. I'm just going to swatch you Pretty Fresh and Seduce Blush, and what I'll do is I'll insert some pictures again because I know that the light is not very good in here. Okay, so first of all, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the formula because I have stuff to say. So this is Pretty Fresh. So that is the blush, and this is kind of the highlighter shade that's supposed to go over the top. Okay, which is quite difficult to see in this light. It's quite difficult to see on my arm, to be quite honest with you. And I'll put it in here now. Okay. Right. So the next one is Seduce Blush, which is the lighter one. See, that's why I just, for some reason, I got it in my head that Seduce Blush would be the darker one, and it's not. So this is Seduce Blush. As you could see, a lot lighter than the previous one. And then the highlighter that goes over the top is, this one is sort of more of a champagne colour, just to show you the difference, because it's going to be very difficult for you to see on here. I'll put a swatch here first of that. Okay, so just to show you next to one another, if you look at the highlighters, I'm not sure if you can see, but in this light, Pretty Fresh looks sort of more peach. It looks pink in the camera, but it looks a little bit more peach. This is more of a champagne colour. Okay, now next to the formula. Now, the jury's still out for me. I did like the look of it on my skin, don't get me wrong. It's really, really weird to get your head round. It's one of those that I kind of don't want to say, oh, I like it, I don't like it, because it's just so different to anything else that I've ever tried that I feel I need more time to get used to it. But I have to admit that when I tried it out, I wasn't overwhelmed with excitement. And the reason is, right, so let me tell you why I think it's different. So when you look at it and when you feel it in the pan, it feels like her cream blushes. And I don't know if anyone ever got those cream ones that she did a while back. I should get it out. I'll get that out and I'll insert a little clip here. But yeah. Hi, you're getting a sneaky peek at my end look because I'm inserting this from filming it at the end. But anyway, this is the cheek product that I was talking about, and it was called Eve, and it came with a cream eyeshadow. It's probably so old I should probably get rid of it now, but that actually feels like a cream formula, and it just looks like you're going to get that product, but it doesn't apply like that at all. As you can see, that still looks like a cream product, but the other one just goes on like a powder. So it is very different to that, but that's why it was very confusing. So that's what I was talking about, this product here. Okay, so those cream blushes were very creamy, and you put them on and they were like a cream. And as Charlotte has said, this is a cream to powder. But what I was envisaging was that you'd pick it up like a cream, it would go on your skin like a cream, but it would look like a powder. But it's really, really strange that when you pick it up onto the brush or onto your finger, it feels like a cream. But as you go to apply it, it's like you're putting powder on your skin. By the time it comes into contact with your face, it's like powder. And it's really difficult to get your head round how to apply it because of that. Because you go in with this brush and you're treating it like it's a cream and you're pushing down on it. And actually you've got, to all intents and purposes, you've now got a powder on the brush. And it really feels strange and really weird to get used to. And so I pick up too much product and I dig in and I end up with a big sort of pink line on my face. And I just think I need to get used to it a little bit more. Okay, I'll do a makeup look or on Sunday with Seduce Blush, okay? Because otherwise, if I put one over the other, you're not going to see what it looks like. Okay, so let me just put on Pretty Fresh. So the idea is that you pick it up like that. So you've got the top tip pointing at the highlighter shade, the bottom pointing at the blush shade, and then you move it on. And it's great the way that this brush has been designed, because it enables you to put things in the right place. It kind of gives you a good guide. Okay, so but I'm still getting used to this, so I may put it on too heavily or I may not put it on enough, because as soon as it's on the brush, it does actually go on the skin like a powder. And then you sort of have to swipe it like it's a powder. And I can't get my head round it. Can you see that? So this one is quite dark. If you're fair, you might want to go for Seduce Blush. This one is Pretty Fresh. Okay. But it does hug the cheek really well. And I think this is a really good brush to use with other blushes as well. And possibly I was going to try it with a contour shade. I think that might be quite good. Contour shade and highlight even. So let me put it on the other side. I may need to blend that in a bit more. As I say, sorry guys, I'm still getting used to this. It just feels very different. You see, I'm going to look like Aunt Sally now. I've probably put too much on the brush, and that's because it's a cream product and you feel like it's going to blend in, and actually you should treat it as though it's a powder. And I would never pick up that amount of powder, and that's why I've applied too much. Okay, so give me some time guys. I'm going to have to play with this a lot longer to give you a really good sort of tip on terms of application. But obviously I want you to see the product. So I'm just going to blend that away with my finger. And it does blend away quite nicely there. Okay. And the other side. So can you see that? So let me just zoom in on my cheeks. And it will look like a powder. It will feel like a powder. I don't feel now like I've got powder on my skin. Oh, pain brain. What I mean is I don't feel like I've got cream on my skin, okay? Sorry, guys. The reason I think that she puts the flawless filter on before is to help it blend in, because I think she knows that people are going to have this problem. So what I might do, because I know that a lot of you that follow me are fair, and you probably want to look at this Seduce Blush, but it just would be wrong to put both on at the same time. What I'm going to do is pick it up on the brush and put it on my arm so that you can see that. And probably with this one I probably do need to go in a bit heavier. Let me see if I can just kind of, yeah, you see what I mean? It doesn't show up now. So let me sort out the swatches for you guys later. I don't know if you can see, it's quite subtle that. Let me just pick up a little bit more. I'll be interested to see if Wayne Goss does a video. I think I need some application tips on this because it is quite a new type of product in terms of the formula. There you go. So can you see that? And that is going to give you a very subtle kind of day look. And it is gorgeous on. It's just getting your head around this application that is quite tricky. And I've used a lot of makeup. You know, as I've said to you all, I'm not a makeup artist, but I did a lot of makeup at college as part of my training, stage makeup. So I'm quite used to applying makeup for many years. Okay, so I'm now going to show you the new lip product that she's brought out. One second. Okay, so we're now getting on to the new lip product, which is called Collagen Lip Bath, Collagen Enhanced Lip Plumping Care. And I think I remember what it was called, Refresh Rose, but I can't see that written anywhere on the packaging, but it's definitely called Refresh Rose. Isn't that bizarre? There is 3.6 mils of product. And again, it comes in a similar sort of packaging. So this is the carrying on from the theme of her Exaggerise palettes. Interestingly, she didn't put that on her New Eyes to Mesmerise packets, but the same sort of packaging as the Exaggerise palettes. And this is how the tube looks like. It's beautiful, really nice, really looks very luxury kind of item, really. Okay, and let me see, is it, yes, at the bottom it says Refresh Rose. There we go. It made me wonder if she's going to bring out, whether she's going to bring out sort of more colours in it. I mean, this is quite clear, but the fact that she's given it a name, Refresh Rose, whether she's going to bring out more and perhaps put more pigment in them, we shall see. Now, what she does in her video is that she puts Super Size Me on, which is one of her lip pencils, her lip cheat, one of her newer ones. If you've got paler lips than me, then you might want to put on Pillow Talk. Kind of Super Size Me seems to be the version of Pillow Talk for people that have got a bit darker skin, and certainly she uses that a lot more on her darker models. Now, it was interesting that when she does the demo, normally when she's putting her lipsticks on models, they've got these lovely luscious plump lips to start with, and you can tell she's prepped their lips before she's put any of the lip products on. I'm sorry, but you can, it's so obvious. And it was interesting that because she wanted to show the benefits of this, that she didn't do anything to their lips before she applied these products. So have a look at that, because you'll see what lips really look like, you know, before they put any products on. And I really don't think you've seen that in any other of her videos. She's put something on to just, you know, you can see there's a bit of pigment on their lips, or there's a bit of balm on their lips that makes them look really kind of not real, not like this, you know. So anyway, stop jabbering away, Alison. I'm telling myself off, that's why I'm calling myself Alison. So I'm now going to put on Super Size Me. Okay, I've got myself one of those makeup brush wipes, because one of the things I cannot stand about products that are meant to be put over other lip products is that they don't think this through. I don't want to put this over here with a doe foot and then stick it back in there, because eventually I'm going to have all sorts of lip colours mingled up, and then I'm going to end up with pigment in there that I might not want, because I might put it over different lip liners, you know, and it really bugs me, and I'm quite obsessive about that. I'm not about a lot of other things, but I often do that. I do it with Ibiza as well, because Ibiza looks lovely over a lot of lipsticks. That's her lip luster that's got kind of a golden clear sheen. But I'm quite obsessive about wiping off the wand. I just think they need to think about that with these products that are designed to go over other lip products, lecture over. So the wand is like, well, you can see it's flat, and there is a sort of indentation in the middle which helps you to apply the product. So I'm just going to dip that in there and put that on. Actually, I think there's enough product there not to have to get any more. So now I'm going to wipe that off. So that's it. Now, what I like about this, so I'm now feeling a kind of pepperminty tingle, and some people say shouldn't do that, you know, shouldn't have products with peppermint in it, it's bad for your lips. As I told you, Nadine Baggott goes on about this in a video. Have a look on YouTube. Does feel nice. If you like that kind of tingle, it feels cool and tingly, like you've got peppermint on your lips. It has collagen in it, and yeah, so it says glide over your lips for instant plumping care. Now, what I like about this is that it does make your lip liners come to life. So it makes them look like a lipstick, which you might say most lip glosses do that, but it does actually look very nice on the lips, and the finish actually reminds me of the new Tom Ford lipsticks I was trying out last week. So it's a good option if you wanted to save a little bit of money on the lipsticks, is to get the lip cheats instead. Like, you could get the lip cheat in Bond Girl and then get one of these, and you could, you know, you could then afford to get a few more colours of these, because it does transform it into a really lovely finish lipstick. Okay, and I think it would look great with Pillow Talk as well. I would definitely, this for me is a win-win. There's quite a lot of product, feels nice on the lips, a little bit gloopy, but I have very dry lips. It doesn't feel unpleasant, but it is, you know, it's like a lip gloss really. But it does feel very good, and it does make your lips look nice. And I would say that finish over the lip cheat does remind me of the Tom Ford, the Colour Shine lipsticks that he has brought out. It's very similar finish. Okay, let me just zoom in. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in on my cheeks. Okay, before I finish, I'm going to apply Transform Eyes to my lids and come back and say goodbye to you all, do my brows, and you don't need to see that. But as I've used Exaggerize a lot, I thought I'd show you that today. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, I'm back, and as you can see, I've finished this look. So I used Transform Eyes on my eyes, which is there, and I used the brow lift. I used the new Legendary lashes. Now, one of the things I do want to give a big shout out to, because this is working out really well, is this little set from Beauty in the Boutique called the 11 Line and Draw set, and it comes with this really handy brush. It's been working out really well, because you basically can make your own eyeliner. And what I did in terms of lining my if you can see, lining my eyes, is that I mixed these two shades here together and mixed it with this to make it into a liquid eyeliner, and it just came out a beautiful kind of reddy brown shade. So you've just got so many possibilities with it, and that bottle, you only need one drop. It's just going to last me forever. So I will put a link to that as well, because I just think this just represents such good value for money, because it also means that you can use one of the eyeshadows that you've been using on your eyes, and you know it's going to go with the eyeshadow because it's in the palette. So I just think this is great, and this brush, so easy to do the line. Okay, really great. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Love the lips, I love the cheeks, just got to get used to applying. And join me at the weekend, because I will be doing my top 10 Tilbury. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.